humiliating armistice in the history of France. As wave after wave of bombers pounded the city into a raging inferno, Goering waited for his finest hour that slowly died amid the flaming wreckage and the undaunted courage of the savage air-pounding of the war. Bracing themselves against Hitler's savage bombing attacks, the seemingly
Again, those were explosions overhead. Earlier this evening, we heard a number of bombs go sliding and slithering across the fall several blocks away.
I speak to you for the first time as Prime Minister in a solemn hour for the life of our country, of our empire, of our allies, and above all, of the cause of freedom.
hundreds died as 1,500 fires burned historic landmarks into blackened shells of debris.
With growing confidence and growing strength in the air, we shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall never surrender.
Hitler unleashed the power of his Luftwaffe in an effort to conquer Britain from the air. Military statistics proved British victory. Englishmen looked in vain for squadrons of Nazi aircraft. Britain's skies were scarred by brutal combat.
If we can stand up to him, all Europe may be freed. But if we fail, then the whole world, including the United States, including all that we have known and cared for, will sink into the abyss.
America sat on the sidelines when Europe watched the war. Many Americans believed it was Europe's problem, and others didn't want to experience another World War I. But Franklin D. Roosevelt wanted to convince Americans to join the war for future protection. September 16, 1940, Roosevelt signs the Selecting Training and Service Act, which was the first peacetime draft act in the American history. All healthy men from ages of 21 through 30 was required to sign for military service. Although Congress approved the bill, it was carefully to be called as a national defense measure. About three-fourths of the men that were recruited in the army had never held a rifle in their life. American military were far behind compared to Europe. Their warfare strategies were poor, which left some soldiers concerned about this war.
April 21, 1941, Pančevo, Yugoslavia.
June 1941. Germany went further east. Hitler took over the Soviet Union troops and captured almost 1 million Soviet Union soldiers.
October 1941. Hitler planned a secret map of conquering South America once he settled down in Europe.
November 1941. Germany, Italy and Japan renewed their military alliance and followed their common interest of taking over the world.